It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Duenkel Productions Podcast. We are coming to you guys live on a Thursday. This video will be out on Friday, which now that Jake Mueller's on Thursday, we're going to call it Fantastic Friday with Mueller. That is when his video will be posted. So, Fantastic Friday is a move. Jake Mueller, how are you today, man? I see the background. TV12, your boy.
Wow. Giving him a kiss. I'm having a great day. What is it, Thursday?
It is. Dang. Thursday, Jake.
It's been a quick week. Doing pretty good. School. Got a lot of school going on. But yeah, other than that, we're living pretty healthy, pretty large. A man right here, man of the century, my dad, my freaking God, some may say, Tom Brady, going to his 10th Super Bowl. It was a pretty suspenseful game, not gonna lie. We're doing pretty good. By the way, my my voice is a little hoarse from last night. I was singing a lot, so not from the game. I mean, after the game, my voice was pretty shot, but
yeah,
we'll see how this goes.
Jake, what were you singing last night? What's up?
Oh man, it's driver's license, man. You ever hear that song?
No, I have not.
Hey, if you want to get a good cry in, hey man, go for it.
All right, well, hey, I'll have to check it out maybe after the show. But Jake, you were right. It was an eventful game on Sunday. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers ended up coming out on top against the Green Bay Packers, 31-26. It was a very different game than I think both of us really expected. We talked a lot on the Sunday show about how this is going to be a back and forth, really good game. And it turned out to be the opposite of that, actually. Tampa Bay comes roaring out of the gates, has an 11-point lead at the half, gets Aaron Jones fumbles the ball on Green Bay's first possession. Tampa goes up 18 points. And then, Green Bay makes it a game in the fourth quarter and, gets 3 turnovers off of Tom Brady in the second half, which surprised me because I thought we were done for when they went up 18. But really, Jake, I want to get your thoughts first. And also, I will be addressing Mike Florio in this episode. He has made some comments about Aaron Rodgers and rumors about him leaving the Packers. I will respond to those as well. But also make sure, guys, that you check out my game recap from Wisconsin Sports Heroics. Shout out to them. I wrote a recap about this game, detailing what went good, what went bad, and what went ugly for the Packers. So you guys can, you want more of my thoughts on the game, you guys can check that out. But Jake, what were your thoughts on the game? And, how do you feel about playing Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl?
Well, first and foremost, I heard there was a lot of rumors. Aaron Rodgers didn't help it, though, after his post-game press conference, him saying futures are risky. So I can understand where the question would come, but I think as a reporter, you got to make sure you know what you're talking about. Just a speculation isn't something you should talk about, Yeah, so that's first and foremost. Second off, it was a great game, suspenseful. I'm a Bears fan, so I know that, the Packers are probably going to come back and make it a close, nail-biting one. It happened. I was prepared for it, and I was, you could say I was sweating a little bit. I had to put 2 layers of deodorant on, change my underwear a couple of times, but hey, that's just me. But no, it was a good game. Like you said, Bucs came out crazy fired up, I thought it was pretty unique and pretty rare that at the end of the first half that they decided to go man on, a Hail Mary pretty much. And I was like, okay, that's weird, especially since the Packers defense the last couple of weeks, they've been doing pretty good. Not gonna lie, they've been doing pretty good. And, came down to the wire there and, Tom Brady's going to his 10th Super Bowl. He's just building that legacy up. But we're playing another pretty great team, not gonna lie, named the Chiefs. They got young good quarterback named Patrick Mahomes. So, hey man, it doesn't get any easier. But it's gonna be pretty hectic. I'm pretty sure next week we can talk about more about that game, Bucs and Chiefs, especially on the Sunday show of the Super Bowl. So I won't really get into that. Just I'm excited for it. We can dive even further if you want into the Bucs Packers game more than just the overview of that. But other than that, I'm excited. I did shed a tear when I saw it finally hit 0. I ran outside. I jumped in a snow pile, and I was running around the whole entire property of the 5 acres, barefooted, snow, 28-degree weather outside. I was pretty ecstatic, not gonna lie. And let me tell you this, I did not brag a single moment to anybody. I kept my mouth shut, and I was respectful. And everyone else, I let them come apologize to me, saying that the Packers are going to win. Not you, Brett. Not you, Brett. Not you, Brett. But some people needed to.
I called you, and I said.
Actually, yeah. Let me say this first, so everyone knows that. Brett, I give you so much more respect ever. I already had high respect for you. I give you so much more respect. You are a diehard Packer fan, diehard Aaron Rodgers fan, and for you to call me, to congratulate me, and be happy for me, even though I know it sucked because you don't want to lose to Tom Brady, or in general, you want to go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
My God, that speaks volume of you. You're a great man, and you're a good loser, like in a good way. I'm not being an ass. I'm just saying, you're a good loser, and I know you're a good winner. So I give you so much respect, and I want everybody to know that he contacted me to congratulate me. So Brett, no, you're a gentleman, my sir.
Jake, I appreciate that so much. It means a lot. And here's the thing is that we talked extensively the week leading up to this game about how excited both of us were. That it was our teams duking it out, our quarterbacks duking it out for the right to go to the Super Bowl. And I think that's what made it so special was because it wasn't just Brady versus Rodgers. It wasn't just Bucs versus Packers. It was me and you looking forward to this game. We talked on Sunday night after the Bucs won, and I just thought that our energy was ecstatic. On the Sunday show, I thought our energy was ecstatic. And I think that, we and Jake, here's the thing, man, is you know what? You're a great friend of mine, and when someone's team wins, and you beat me fair and square, I'll call you up and say, congratulations, man, because I know how much you love Tom Brady, Jake. You like Tom Brady just as much, if not more, as I like LeBron. And that's saying something because everybody who's probably watching this podcast or knows me or Jake knows that I love me some LeBron James. Love me some LeBron. But Jake, no, I mean, here's the thing, man, is I got trash talk from everybody else. And it was rough, man. And it sucks because I want Aaron to make another one and try and win another one because I don't like how people discredit him for only winning one Super Bowl. It's hard to get to Super Bowls. It is. I mean, Drew Brees only has one. Aaron Rodgers only has one. Peyton Manning only has 2, I believe, which is kind of surprising. Yeah. And Joe Montana only has 3. So, I mean, it's hard. It's a lot harder to get to Super Bowls than people think. Credit to Tom, though. He's been to 10. The only 2 players to make it to 10 major championships in the NBA, MLB, NHL, and NFL. Tom Brady and LeBron James are the only 2 guys who have done that. That's pretty elite company, if I do say so. But going to the game, I thought that the Packers really came out and they didn't show a lot of fight. I didn't see them come out and play like, they were the 1 seed. They were at home. They had the momentum. They didn't bring really much energy from what I saw, and it really took them to about the third quarter when we score that touchdown to make it an 11-point game. The defense comes back out on the field, forces a turnover. Rodgers in the offense drives right back on the field, makes it a 5-point game. But I think the big storyline of this game, Jake, is like you said, Kevin King. I mean, they were picking on him all day. On that touchdown, I don't know how you get beat deep. It's 8 seconds left. They have no timeouts. Worst case scenario, they get a 5 to 10 yard out of bounds play, kick a field goal, and you're going into the half down 7 points, and you get the ball. It's a lot better than being down 2 possessions. It does a lot for your psyche when you go into the half after giving up a score like that. I thought
They had the
King,
ball after.
yeah, and I think King had a horrible day. Sullivan had a horrible day. But in the end, the Packers defense didn't lose them this game. They didn't. As much as it pains me to say it, um, the Packers defense turned Tom Brady over 3 times in the midway through the third, through the fourth quarter. They turned that offense over 3 times, which Jake, me and you both know from watching a lot of football. Tom Brady doesn't throw many interceptions, and he threw 3. And Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur, after getting those two interceptions by Jair Alexander, after it was a 5-point game, went 3 and out, 2 drives in a row. For me, that is inexcusable. Aaron Rodgers is the MVP of the league. Devontae Adams is arguably the best receiver in the league. A lot of people think he is, myself included. A lot of people think Matt LaFleur is a really good coach, myself included. You have got to figure out a way how to put the ball in the end zone there. When you have that much talent, and not to mention Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who has had trouble this season, is balling out. He had over 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. He balled out. And you talk about Robert Tonyan, had a great season, led the NFL in touchdowns for a tight end. Very impressive year. But really what it came down to was the offense. They didn't capitalize off turnovers, and that's why we lost. Another thing I want to bring up is the 4th and goal. I don't know how you don't give the ball to Rodgers in that situation with the ball at the 8-yard line. I don't know how. But again, you never know, because if the Packers kick that field goal like they did and they get the ball back, which was a possibility. I mean, they had him at 3rd and 7, and then Kevin King got called for holding, and that was pretty much the game. But I mean, Jake, it was a good game. I think that this was an easily winnable game for Green Bay, and I think both teams had a chance to win it. And I think, what it really showed is that Tampa Bay, they have a really good defense. Their defense kept them in that game because, to tell you the truth, if their defense doesn't hold Green Bay on those 2 possessions and they score 14 points, Green Bay is probably going to win that football game. So credit to Tampa's defense for stepping up. Credit to Tom Brady for playing the first quarter of his life. Credit for them figuring out the matchups. Chandler Sullivan and Kevin King were getting beat all day. They're getting picked on. There's not much you can do about it. Will say, though, going back to the thing I said I was going to address, Mike Florio over at Pro Football Talk. This video will be going up on our clip section on Twitter, and it will be tagged to Mike Florio. I must say, man, I have mad respect for Mike Florio and Chris Sims and what they do at Pro Football Talk. I really do. But at the same time, Aaron Rodgers, 15 minutes after losing a game to go to the Super Bowl, says some stuff that creates speculation. And Aaron even said it on his Tuesday gig with Pat McAfee. Very, very funny, by the way. It's Pat McAfee, AJ Hawk, and Aaron Rodgers. Very good content. And the boys. Shout out to Pat and the boys. But Aaron pretty much said, I don't see that why there's a reason I wouldn't be back after we went on another good run. Aaron had an MVP season. Jake, I think me and you agree that Aaron will be the MVP this year. Yeah. Okay. And here's the thing is that, Aaron's under contract for 3 more years. Mark Murphy, Matt LaFleur, Aaron Rodgers have all said they don't see why he's not going to be back. He better be back. He's our leader. And Mark Murphy even said, we're not idiots. So I think it's safe to say Rodgers will be back. And the rumors are going to spread. They're going to start. And it'll be really interesting. But I'm interested to see what happens when Rodgers retires. Where they going to go to then with all these rumors? Because I don't think Rodgers is going anywhere. And you know what, Jake? I could see the same exact four teams back next year in the same position.
No, I totally agree with you, Dunkel. 100%. I agree with you on pretty much everything you said. Everyone is blaming. Well, this whole time we've all been like, the Packers only go as far as the defense is going to let them.
Yep.
That game, the defense literally gave it some 3 extra times, and I'm not hating on them, but really, I think they only produced a field goal or something like that. It was very minuscule. And, if you run the game back again, I guarantee nothing like that's going to happen again, but it did happen. That's inexcusable. That's potentially 21 points left there on the board for you to grab, if not 9 out of field goals. Get 9 points, and damn, you're winning the game. You're there.
Yep.
So I think just right there, that anomaly, or however you want to say it, was definitely the factor of the game. But also, having said that, shout out to the Buccaneers defense for actually stepping up and stopping an opponent such as Green Bay. You had to deal with Lazard, you had to deal with Adams, you had to deal with the running backs, even though Aaron Jones did get hurt during the game. Hopefully he's all good. But then you also had to deal with your tight end. I always forget your tight end, but he's a good one. He had 3 touchdowns the one game, and he's just been overall pretty good. If Tom Brady gives you 3 extra possessions, I swear to God, you better make them count, because you'll never see that again. Literally, and I'm gonna rip on Tom Brady for this one. 2 out of those 3 interceptions, I don't know what you were trying to do. I don't know if he was trying to throw the ball out of bounds. I don't know what he was doing. The one was obviously overthrown over Evans' head. It happens. It sucks. It happened. But the other 2, I think it was double coverage and then 2.5. Like, the guy was literally right next to him.
Right.
I don't know what you were seeing. Hopefully you're just trying to throw it out of bounds, not actually trying to make a play out of that. So you can't do that when you definitely play against the Chiefs. So you definitely have to clean that up. I like how they use this whole postseason. They've been using Rob Gronkowski as more of a blocking tight end. They've been doing that throughout the whole year, but I see it more so this year. They had first game, they had to go against Chase Young and that very, very good defensive line for the Washington football team. And then you got the next game, you had Cameron Jordan and the really fast defense of the Saints. They've been using him as a blocker. And then, Packers had some pretty good pass rushing. They got the Smith brothers. And then I forget if you guys' defensive tackle is. It's Clark.
Kenny Clark.
Kenny Clark. He's a big boy. He's a beast. So they've been using him. But when they need to make it most and when they need to make it happen, I do see them using Rob Gronkowski. He's been getting at least 1 big catch a game to put them in position for a field goal or a touchdown. So I like that. But, there's some things definitely need to be cleaned up, and injuries as well. Injuries were a big role in that game for both sides. The 2 safeties for the Buccaneers are out. They'll probably play in the Super Bowl. Antonio Brown will play in the Super Bowl. Our running backs need to get healthy. Who else is there? Mike Evans, we know his knee/ankle isn't right. And Rob Gronkowski as well. I know he's a little bit banged up. Everyone is, but hey, that's how you get to the Super Bowl. Everyone's going to be banged up. Can't make excuses for that. But hopefully they get back together relatively soon. It's almost in a week. So what is it? 8 days till Super Bowl time. So hopefully we get that going. But yeah, the whole rumors with Aaron Rodgers leaving, we all looked at each other here at this house. We're like, it's the best place for him to play football, other than if he was traded to like San Francisco. Or
I actually think the only fit for Aaron that could provide him a better opportunity would either be the Saints or the LA Rams. I think that San Fran, they have a lot of guys they need to pay. I think you're going to start seeing that they're going to have to make some tough decisions on who they're going to bring back and who they're not. But, I mean, Green Bay is the best team for him. I agree with you, Jake.
100%. And, you're going to get your money no matter what. It's not like it's not going to happen. Don't worry, you're in the NFL. You'll get your money. As well as the incentives on his contract. He's probably going to get that every single time. It's just how it is. He's going to get it. So you're going to get your money. All right. But if you don't think you can carry the Packers any farther than you can, like you know what I mean? I don't see a better fit than Green Bay. Like you said, teams are starting to get more expensive, so you're gonna have to make the tough calls. But yeah, like I know places that people were saying was San Francisco, the Rams, Indianapolis, Saints, um, places like that. And to be honest with you, you're not going to get, your camaraderie that you have with the package. You've been there for like what, 15, 17 years. I think it's 17 years. You know the place, you know the system. Come on, like you're going to get your money. He's like he said, he's not about it. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm sick and tired of people making those rumors into something bigger than what it was. If anything, he was just saying like you'll never be with this group of guys again. It's gonna be different. People are gonna move on. People are gonna retire. That's how it happens.
Well, and I mean, Jake, here's the thing: is that there are no absolutes in the NFL. We've seen this all the time. Guys will get unexpectedly traded.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, the Jets traded Jamal Adams. I mean,
yeah.
like
I mean,
there are no absolutes.
In Indianapolis let go of Peyton Manning.
Yep.
They Patriots let Tom Brady go away. 49ers let Joe Montana go away. So
Yep.
I mean, they Brett Favre. They let Brett Favre like kind of that was a carousel, but that whole thing with Brett Favre happened. And, I don't think Jordan Love right now is better than Aaron Rodgers. So I think I think Aaron's kind of confident in his position at Green Bay. Just saying.
Well, and here's the thing, too, Jake. Just to add to that, I think that speaks to the credibility of this show. I mean, we don't usually bring up things that are speculated. We'll talk about them after they happen. We'll say, "Hey, we've been hearing this," but we're not going to sit here and spend an hour or two talking about, stuff that doesn't really need to be talked about. The only reason we're bringing this up is because it's all over the internet, and we're going to bring the facts to you that that Aaron's not leaving. Like it's just. It's not happening. And I mean, I think it's funny how everyone's talking about this, like, oh, Aaron's out the door. Like, dude, come on, man. I mean, hey, I'll tell you guys this right now. If you're watching the show, just know that we only speak facts on this show. We speak facts. I think Jake would echo me on that. We don't speak about stuff.
But two players that are leaving their situation, however, are Deshaun Watson and Matthew Stafford, who did request for trades in the past week.
Where are they going, Jake? What's the prediction?
So on the Sunday show, I said Deshaun Watson goes to Patriots. Well, after me thinking with my big brain and all that, I don't think that would be the best fit for him. So I don't think he's going to go there. Matthew Stafford will be a Patriot. I guarantee you that. Matthew Stafford will be in New England. And Deshaun Watson, if he goes to the Jets, I'm going to kick myself. But I think Deshaun Watson's going to be a Chicago Bear. I think we're going to trade Khalil Mack and picks to get Deshaun Watson, and I would be okay with that.
Jake, I will say, I don't actually think the Bears are going to trade for Deshaun. I don't. I think I think they'll draft a quarterback. My mock draft will be coming out next week. You guys make sure to stay tuned for that. Been working on it a little bit here and there. I believe in my mock draft, I do have the Bears taking Kyle Trask from Florida, which I think would be a really good pick. But Jake, I see Deshaun Watson going to the New York Jets. I do. I mean, it's been rumored that, the Jets are on the top of his list. They have a lot of assets to be able to get him. They have the highest overall pick that they could offer the Texans. That way, let's say the Texans make that trade with the Jets, they could take Sam Darnold from the Jets. They could draft a quarterback in number 2, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, obviously 2 guys that are high on my draft board. And I think it'll be interesting, but Matthew Stafford, I think he's going to the Colts, man. Man, I watch Pat McAfee show all the time. He's talking about how Stafford's going to the Colts. He knows like Jim Irsay, like personally. So if Pat's saying Stafford to the Colts, he's got to know something, He's got
I
it.
I just see New England being a better team though. New England didn't do too hot this season, but you gotta remember that a lot of players from New England sat out this year because of
Right.
COVID,
Yep.
as well as Julian Edelman stopped playing week 4, week 6, or something like that for an injury. Cam Newton only played so amount of games, and they were doing pretty hot in the beginning until COVID started becoming more of a relevance. So I think overall, New England's a better team. You just didn't get to see it this year.
You
And
you
so who knows? And you got Bill Belichick as your coach.
yeah.
So
You wanna hear a bold prediction that I think could happen? I could I
I'll
if
do a bold prediction too.
if San Francisco were to trade for Deshaun Watson, you know who's coming back to Foxborough? Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Dude, and then I heard if there was a Packer trade for him, Jimmy Garoppolo would be in the green and gold. And I'm like, oh my God, talk about a freaking nightmare for me, man. The understudy of Tom Brady, my worst enemy, man. That's my worst enemy.
Well,
I'm
hey,
just playing.
isn't Kaylee a Jimmy G guy?
Kaylee's not part of this family. All right, let's be real here. I'm just kidding.
Jay, be
Hey,
respectful.
I switched the girls in this house to Tom Brady fans. All right. They used to be Jimmy Garoppolo fans because we wanted the 49ers to win last year. I switched the girls over to be Tom Brady fans, man. Last game was the day that this whole household. First it was just me, then I got Russ, now I got Susan, and I got Kaylee and the dog. So this whole family, damn, we're Tom Brady fans now. So that's how that now I know our family's a family.
Jake, all I gotta say is I gotta make my prediction on the Sunday show on Super Bowl Sunday. But I mean, man, that boy Pat, look out.
It'll be something. It's gonna be. I'm actually. I know people are gonna call me stupid. I'm kind of confident for this game. I don't know why. I got some confidence going
Jake,
there.
Jake.
Got-
All
yeah.
right, well, hey, since we brought him up, let's talk about the Chiefs. Let's talk about them. Pretty convincing win against the Bills. Jake, I'm gonna be honest, man. Um, I struggled to watch this game. Because I was pissed about the Packers one, and two is like once the Chiefs went on their little run like they do in the playoffs, I'm like, yeah, this is probably over. Just kind of had that feel to it. But I'll say this, Jake. Patrick Mahomes, that dude's different. He is playing at an elite level. Tyreek Hill, he's the fastest guy I've ever seen. Oh my God. I know
Quick.
I know Scotty Miller says he's faster than him. I don't believe it. But
Dude.
and then you talk about big boy 87, Travis Kelsey, the big man. I mean, this dude's unguardable pretty much. Jake, I think it's gonna be fun to watch Mahomes versus Brady. I was really surprised at the outcome. I predicted the Chiefs to win, I believe. And you know, Mahomes is Mahomes, man. The Chiefs are the Chiefs, as Nick Wright says. The Chiefs are the Chiefs, and they're too good, and it sets up it sets up for a really good Super Bowl, Jake. Sets up for Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes. A lot of people are comparing this to Michael Jordan versus LeBron. I wouldn't say that. I don't think Pat's done enough yet to compare to LeBron. Well, and also too, Jake, I think you can agree with me on this. But I don't like LeBron is closer to Jordan than it, because I
Yeah.
know obviously you think Jordan's number one. I think LeBron's number one, but I'm saying those two are closer than Tom and Mahomes right now. Like Tom is Tom is like here, Patrick's like here. He's
Yeah.
climbing, but he's not
I
there
mean,
yet.
I understand the comparison. I understand it because it's
Yeah.
like I understand they're both great quarterbacks, but like I think everyone needs to chill a little bit on the comparison because I think I'm gonna say maybe I'm just being stupid. I think there can be no more argument on the greatest quarterback ever after
No, no,
the
there
one. Like no
can't.
one can you can't talk of like no one can come. No, I don't care if he's going to his 10th. Cool. You've been to 10 of them. I don't think that's a big, like, it's a big deal, but it's not the deal. The deal is that who he beat, and he's won 6 of them. That's the thing. Yeah, you've been to 10 of them, but what do you do when you get there? But no, 100%. There's tons of weapons on this Chiefs offense as well as defense. So it'll be interesting. That one clip of the 71-yard catch and run. I think it was like a 5 to 10-yard slant play right across the middle to Tyreek, sorry. And the dude, I swear to God, like, I've never seen someone so quick in my life. That's what my dad used to back in the day used to be what's it called? Physical trainer, right?
Yeah.
And he's seen them all. He's seen professional athletes, he's seen them all. And my dad said, I've never seen someone so quick in my life. That's the dangerous thing about Tariq Cohen. Yes, he's fast, dead sprint. I think it's a 4.29 40, probably even faster now.
He's fast.
But the quickness of this guy is just unreal. Literally can stop and turn on a dime, literally on a little pinhole. It's crazy. And he can turn on the jet so quick. So you got to be careful of that. Travis Kelce, he can cut you up underneath and he can cut you deep. So you got to be careful of that. Patrick Mahomes, I don't know. Maybe the turf toe, maybe it plays a role in next week's game. Buccaneers got a pretty good defensive line.
Yeah.
Offensive line's pretty banged up on the Chiefs. They don't have Fisher anymore. The right guard's off, left guard or left tackle, I think. And then, it's piece. We're piecing together here. So chemistry ain't there. So you never know. Maybe the Buccaneers get lucky early and maybe throughout the whole game and, get some pressure to them, make them throw the ball out sooner, force a fumble, force an interception. I really think if I'm Tampa Bay, I'm looking at how the Patriots defense is against the Chiefs, because every single time the Patriots play them, it's always a tight 20. It's usually less than 25 points for the Chiefs, and we're always seeing the Chiefs 30, 35 points, 40 points a game. What was it, 3 years ago when Mahomes and Brady went at it in the AFC Championship game?
Yeah, 2018. That was a great game.
Yeah. Even this year, no-name Patriots, like nobody big, they were still in the game.
Well,
they were still
and it was funny because I remember, Jake, we did a podcast on a Monday after that game, and me and you both sat down and said, we were like, if the Patriots had a quarterback, they would have won. Like, I mean,
I don't think Cam Newton played. If I'm mistaken.
No, I think it was Brian Hoyer started that game, I believe.
Exactly. So if I'm Tampa Bay, I'm looking what works. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. Just do the game plan of the Patriots on defense, and then offense, just game control and don't mess up. Simple as that. But hey, it's easier to say than to do when you got these players on the field. They don't have the same personnel. They obviously do not have the same coaching. I do not think Bruce Arians is anywhere near a great coach. He's good, but not a great one. So we'll see how that goes. And hey, knock on wood, if Tom Brady wins this Super Bowl, he's not retiring. I want everyone to know that the man's not retiring. He's coming back for a two-peat because the man's not done. He's probably playing until 45. Newsflash, avocado ice cream.
You had to throw an avocado ice cream. What's
up? Want to hear a savage story that came out? Tom Brady goes down to the Buccaneers facilities over the offseason, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes and he signs the paper.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a Buccaneer. They go, what number do you want? Because number 12 is already taken by I think it was Godwin or something like that.
Yeah.
He goes, how about number 7? And he goes, oh, why number 7? Coming for my 7th Super Bowl, baby. That's exact words. So hey, I don't know about why everyone else is hating on him. He's been an underdog this whole entire, besides the one playoff game. He's beaten Breeze, Rodgers. Why not Mahomes?
Well, Jake, as much as this pains me to say it, Mahomes and Andy Reid and Tyreek and Kelce, like, it's not just Mahomes for the Chiefs. And here's the thing, Jake. Obviously, we're bringing a couple new things out next week. We're going to be breaking down the classic Chiefs play where they run Tyreek across the field and always get it wide open. We're going to be breaking that down next week. I'm going to have one of a coach that I know probably join me for that to break that play down and why it's so effective. Haven't figured out who we're gonna bring on yet. So if you guys have suggestions, let me know.
Comment down below.
Comment down below.
No, hey,
But
all I know is it's gonna be a great game. I'm gonna be sitting watching it. Again, I'll probably be sweating. Win or lose, I just want a good game. I'm not gonna be salty. Either way, I'm not gonna be salty. Unless it's like I always say, unless it's like a Saints kind of call, then that's the only time I'll ever be salty. Otherwise, I never blame the refs. It happens, whatever.
I will say though, Jake, you know, I'm not gonna put any blame on the refs for making that call on the Johnson guy, but I did like how for about like 58 minutes they let him play and they didn't let the flags decide the game. And I was kind of thinking they were gonna do the same thing on that play because King grabbed his jersey, but there was holding all game. Like it was obvious. Me and you have been talking about that, obviously. But I thought it was good to see that they kind of let him play. What?
I think it's better. You let them play.
Yeah,
Dude,
right.
It's a way better game because it's not stop. During the regular season, especially as a Bears fan, every single play, there's a holding, there's something stupid. Well, I like it way better just to play.
Well, and I mean, Jake, I'm gonna ask you if Green Bay gets the ball back there with a minute and like 30, I thought it was left on the clock. Like, oh my God, our scenario that we were predicted is going down, like literally, because we both said on the Sunday show that one of them's gonna have the ball with a chance to win, and it's gonna be if the defense can stop them or not, and.
No, 100%. But no, I like it better where they're able to play. Right. It's just like in the backyard. You're not gonna call everything. I'm gonna get held here and there.
Right.
I'm probably gonna do something to you. Both sides. I'm not just saying it was the Packers. Definitely Buccaneers too. There was holding. There was pass interferences. There was hits to the head. But hey, I'm gonna say like I say that's football, man. That is literally football, and I love watching. And I think there's probably only 2 or 3 flags that whole game, and I liked it way better, and I'm able to say it.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing, man, is there is a penalty on every play in the sport of football. I mean, it's true. It's whether it gets called or not. And I obviously, Jake, this was the one we were most looking forward to watching, and I think it lived up to it. Obviously, I would have loved a different result, but you know what? I think it's funny because people that were heckling me about it, some are Vikings fans, some are Lions fans, some are Bears fans, some are fans of teams that aren't in the playoffs or got eliminated in the wild card round. They weren't even at the point. I'm like, it's funny. I'm not gonna name names because it's what I do, Jake. I don't name names, but I think
right here now.
I think y'all can figure out who it was. I mean, if you look at my Twitter recently, I think you'd get a pretty good idea.
Damn Twitter. Dude, so many people, Duenkel, were gonna cause a riot after that game. That's why I shut my mouth. I was like, I'm not saying nothing.
Well, and it's funny because I got called, I got 3 calls. And my first call was going to be to you, but I got bombarded with calls. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, so I made it through. I made it through all the calls and all the heckling, and then I get to you, and I'm like, you know what, man? I was sitting back there thinking, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna call and congratulate Jake. I'm like, I gotta. That's my dude, man. Tom Brady.
Dude, we had DMs on the Instagram for Duenkel Productions, bro.
We did. We
did from a couple people. I'm like, and I tried tell them to pretty much shut up, but by being polite, I was like, oh my God, everyone chill.
About us going live?
No, just about they were coming at you, and then the lives, everything, our predictions and Green Bay lose. I was like, oh my God. And then, dude, I don't know why. I guess they just don't watch the show or talk to me. I was being called a bandwagon. I was like,
what?
I literally said, I texted back to the idiot. I said, I sent them the link. I sent them the link to the podcast. So, hey, if you're a subscriber, you, dude. But I was just like, what are you talking about? I said, yeah, for Tom freaking Brady. Yeah, wherever he goes, I'm their fan. Damn right. And
Right.
now look, I've been with him since 07, bud. And I was just like, Jesus Lordy.
I'm like, dude, how could you say Jake's a bandwagon Tom Brady fan? Dude talks about him all the time. Avocado ice cream, has the TB12 jersey on.
I got the
Freaking
Patriots and the Bucs. I was like, oh my God.
yeah.
And then
It's funny because you were wearing the Patriots early on when you didn't have the jersey, and then you were doing both as the season went along. So if people didn't get it, I'm like, what?
dude, I seriously, like, some people took it personally. Then I went on Facebook, I looked at Instagram, I looked at Snapchat, I looked at my mom's Twitter. I'm like, oh my God, dude, there's gonna be an uprising in Green Bay. Like, these fans are getting out of hand. I'm like, oh my God. And then I just shut up. I didn't say nothing. I kept my mouth shut. I was like,
well, dude, it's funny because as you know, Wisconsin Heroics, a lot of Packer fans in that chat. And a lot of people were just like sad. And I'm like, yeah, I'm heartbroken. It does suck, but at the same time, it's like I'm not gonna like lose my mind over taking an L. Like it's a football game,
100%. Like
Well, and it's funny, Jake, too. You say that because on every episode I posted that the week leading up to this game, there was nothing about like a live after the game. And even on the Sunday show, we pointed out a couple times, like, we're not doing a live after the game because it's me and Jake's team are in the game. One of us is going to be mad, upset, heartbroken, all the above. And we'll talk about it later.
Like, a different time when feelings are settled and everyone's calm. All right.
But Jake, I thank you for handling that, though. I appreciate it.
100%. I'm trying to keep like I told everybody on the live stream, 100%. Whoever wins, we're gonna deal with respect and class. 100%. That's the only way you can do it. Find out it's sports. That's the thing. It's entertainment. It's not supposed to be cutthroat. All right. This isn't like, that's why I'm so like, you know what? This is supposed to be fun. All right. Let's keep all the bad out of it. This is what you're supposed to do, go to escape. But hey, I understand there's passionate fans. All right. I used to be I still am, but like I used to be even more so a diehard Bulls fan. All right. When I would get my ass kicked by Miami 24/7, little raging Jake 12-year-old, so I know where they're coming from, but people with some words, calm down.
Little raging Jake 12-year-old.
Yeah, you thought I was crazy now? You should see me back then. If I had a candy bar, I was done. You guys were done.
But yeah, everyone, that's what we got. This is what me and Jake do. When you watch a podcast with us too, you can expect a lot of off script and just kind of fun stuff. And I mean, hey.
Oh, I got a question.
Okay.
For the people, if you've made it this far, should Duenkel and I do shorter episodes, so like little chunk episodes to keep it so your attention's longer and you get your news quicker? If you don't want to get all through the fun stuff, I want people to know, because we'll be able to do that. Because who knows, maybe the Mule Man can do an edit to see if Duenkel likes it. We'll see about that. We don't know yet, but hey, comment. If you want to put that in the description, or if you want to make that a comment, Duenkel, if you guys want like 10-minute episodes or whatever, let us know, because we want to get back what the viewers want.
We do. And I will say, I want to thank everyone for the support on videos. We are up 46% on views in the last 28 days. We are up 9 subscribers in the past 7 days. And our watch time is up like 148%. So I want to thank everyone for tuning into the podcast, and hope you guys continue to tune in, and let us know what you guys want to see. The best way to give us feedback is either on Twitter. I'll have that link below. Instagram, I'll have that link below. And also, if you're DMing us on Instagram, be nice to Jake.
No, be nice to you. They're always mean to you. And then I respond and I tell them, like, hey, shut up.
Hey, it's all right, Jake. It's all in good fun, man.
It
But
is what it is.
also, make sure you guys comment on the YouTube videos. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Me and Jake are about to talk more about some of this kind of stuff that we're thinking about, we're working on. Want to thank Jake and everybody that's helped us and supported us along the way. We want to say thank you, and also stay safe, have a good night, and keep striving for greatness. And look out, 3 episodes coming. This one on Friday, one on Saturday, and one on Sunday. Rumor has it the one on Saturday is pretty good. We'll talk to you guys soon. See y'all next Friday on Feel Good Friday with Mueller.